Venezuela. By the way, Venezuelan economy was bouncing back till these guys again imposed sanctions on them. So this is not new. This is not shocking. America is used to doing. The form is different.
Yes,
the form is almost like, intimidating the world, terrorism. That's what I would like to.
Absolutely. Very rightly pointed out, General. I'll have to interrupt you there because China has now reacted. China has finally reacted, and the Foreign Ministry of China says China is deeply shocked by and strongly condemns the U.S. blatant use of force against a sovereign state in action against its president. Such hegemonic acts of the U.S. seriously violate international law and Venezuela's sovereignty and threaten peace and security in Latin America and the Caribbean region. China firmly opposes it. We call on the U.S. to abide by international law and the purposes and principles of the UN Charter and stop violating other countries' sovereignty and security. The first reaction coming in, Abhishek, from Beijing, condemning the U.S.'s use of force. And of course, this strike comes in after the Chinese envoy had held a meeting with Maduro.
Yeah, absolutely. General, there's a quick comment from you. You were mentioning about China not doing anything, but it seems that on the face of it, this is the strongest reaction yet coming in from the world community. You have Europe, which is sort of acquiescing with the United States on this. You have had countries like Russia and Brazil and Chile and Cuba oppose it. But in terms of strongly condemning, the Chinese statement perhaps is the strongest yet.
No, these are statements and rhetorics, and America understands them. These are diplomatic languages which we use. This is what all they can do. What does it mean? See, if China or anybody was to do anything, like you do it in Taiwan, moment China tries to do something in Taiwan, doesn't US mobilize its forces? It mobilizes its naval fleets. You have done nothing. These statements, to my mind, have got very little. Where is the international? Your condemnation comes if there is a UN, if there is a powerful UN to do something. These are diplomatic statements which America understands thoroughly, which will have no real meaning, no real impact. Because if this was to be done, people should have anticipated. We anticipated it at least last, like Mr. Sareen just said.
Yeah.
We could see it coming. Nobody would have thought that they will capture him like that. But people did think that there'll be bombardment, there'll be intimidation, there will be certain strikes, not on their oil. Ultimately, they want to control this entire oil and minerals of Venezuela. No, largest holder of the world reserves of oil. So their game is different. Trump's game is different. America's game it's a known game of remaining superpower for a long, long period.
Yeah.
And I think they are succeeding in because China and other countries, they're quite disorganized when it comes to reacting against China. You've got to have a force. The Second World War came. It took time for the Allies to build a force. There are no signs. There are no signs of anything between India, China, and say Russia. We keep talking of BRICS, this, that. These are all forums to condemn, criticize, and talk and keep their own population busy rather than doing something worthwhile for the international community. EU is sleeping, Europe is sleeping, they talk of democracy. Why don't they talk of violation of borders?
Yeah.
This is this is complete violation of international border of a country.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody will talk. These are all rhetorics. He will be punished, they will take him, there's some punishment we know, there'll be a change of government, whether it takes 3 months or. But one thing we must remember that the mafia in Venezuela, whether you call it oil mafias, private oil mafias, they are not going to give up so soon. They will buy the Americans back, those who go there. I can assure you, this will be 2-3 years of disturbance, completely disturbance, but ultimately these mafias will bounce back.
Right, General Dayal and gentlemen, please stay on with us because this is a conflict. We have seen, Abhishek, that U.S. has had traditionally a lot of interest in the Latin American countries, in Venezuela. Long back, there has been attempts to even stage a coup, but that failed. This time, something unprecedented has happened. And how has it happened? And how the build-up was actually being carried out? The indications were, in fact, taking place for a long, long time with the military build-up as well, and of course,